MacBook. MacBook don't want to turn on. Nothing. No signs of life besides that green LED. So, there's a little dent there. Wow. And what sits right under that dent? Holy. Wow. Wow. 2 screws missing. There is a big, well, it's not even a dent, it's a little heel. We have a little heel there. So we have a screw in the top corner. Interesting. Okay, what is it gonna be? Oh, it's deep. Uh-oh. There's a CPU and RAM underneath there. Oh man, I think it hit this RAM chip right here. I don't see visible damage, but we'll look a bit closer. But it, oh man, it smashed into that RAM chip. So this RAM chip and this one took the hit. Mostly this one, on the edge of this one. So I just put a bit of tacky on there just to see if it would come off and land on the chip, but it just made an impression of where it landed. Just missed the CPU. And this one, and this one. Don't really see damage to them. Let's have a look. CPU will glow. What else? Look at that. That RAM chip is cooking. Number 4 from the right, top row. This motherboard has to come out so that we can change that memory chip. Isn't that going to be interesting? Alrighty, there it is. Let's get the board out. The wooden board, that is. 450 degrees on the hot air. But first, we need to preheat the board. And it's just easier to do it without the nozzle for now. Now I'm going to focus more around here, just trying to heat it up somewhat evenly. Now that it's got some heat on it, put some flux. Well, this has been a test in patience. On this laptop, where's the cover? Where is your broken cover, my boy? The laptop with smash damage. You see, look at that dent. That is a deep dent. And what that dent did was smashed into that RAM chip and touched the edge of this one. Under thermal camera, this one was glowing, so it was shorted, and the rest were fine. Initially replaced this one and it didn't work, but I suspect that it wasn't sitting flat enough because I didn't have the preheater out or wasn't using the preheater. But anyway, because I had 2 chips and I knew that the damage was mostly on that one, but it hit this one too, I took both of them off again. I took that one off again, and I took this one off and replaced those 2 and actually used the proper tools, not just trying to do it on the bench. So I had to get out the BGA rework machine and service that thing before I could get any of this done. Long story short, these chips sat down nicely with the preheated board, and we have a result. So I have assembled everything. I didn't do that on camera because I've just had so much with this machine. I didn't know what to expect. But anyway. Okay, that's going to go onto a profile. There we go. I'm going to shut this down. Okay. Now I need to try and bang that dent out. Give this a final clean, even though it is mostly clean. Working. 2 RAM chips replaced.